Hey everyone, this is Everyday Velomobile. Finally, I am recording the next episode after more than 3 years of using my Velomobile. This is my garage where I live now in Ireland, together with my little daughter and my wife. They kindly gave us this space along with the house while we are staying here. But unfortunately, I don't have much time to work on all my projects properly. The main thing I managed to do is just test the Velomobile in everyday rides, find problems, fix them, and record everything. So yeah, it's actually a very valuable experience for the future, when I finally build a proper final version of my Velomobile. The body shell I started, well, it hasn't really progressed at all. Unfortunately, yeah, I disappointed my customer because of my current life situation. But the good thing is, Velomobile fully replaced a car for my commute. It's 18 kilometers one way. And also for taking my kid to kindergarten in a trailer. Here is the trailer. It has a seat inside. I made that myself too. But what I want to do now is take the Velomobile out with the trailer and check how it has worn out over the distance. Thanks. There, put it there. Alright, first thing you notice is the damage here. I got it recently, together with this broken part, the broken hinge. The hinge snapped because there was very strong wind, tailwind. It opened this lid and then it slammed really hard, like this. So, this thing works fine overall. The only issue is the camera slowly gets foggy inside between lenses. I don't know how to deal with that. Same with rear camera. The image gets a bit worse over time. Here's how the trailer attached. First I removed the handle that I used to lift the Velomobile. Then I insert the main mount. After that I put the handle back so I can still use it. Then mount is locked with a spring-loaded pin. And here is a 4-wire cable for indicators and lights. And the safety line. To avoid blinding my kid, I cover this beacon with tape like this. Only the top two LEDs are working anyway, so it's enough. It's not too bright. But the rear lights are very bright. I had problems with the wiper, so now I has replaced it with manual one. Yeah, heavy rain started, and the wiper began to jump. Because it's completely failed. It was a motorcycle wiper from AliExpress. This is actually a working solution. I replaced the windows. Before they were rigid plastic. Now they are flexible. This one not stretched very well, but this one very good. It's just glued with double-sided tape around the edges. Holds very well, completely waterproof. Very good solution. Here is unexpected rain test. And the film glued with double-sided tape works perfectly. The tape doesn't let water through at all. Everything is dry here. Also, it's reduced noise. I will talk about noise separately. There is a rubber seal here. Also helps with noise, to reduce noise. But what's really missing is magnets. When the lid is closed... Wait, Maria, wait. See, I can easily bend it, and the wind can lift it like this. This happens often. So we need a magnet or some kind of like beta magnet. This is all from the previous version. Doesn't work anyway. Magnet that will keep the lid closed and prevent the wind from opening. This thing works very well too. Still fine, this adjustment. Here is how it works. You pull in and push up with another finger. To close it, just pull without pushing up, and it goes down. If you want to see outside, because the window can reflect light or isn't very clear, you can just press it like this and peek through. Even if there is a gap, it stays in position. You can lift it, lower it, it stays where you left it. Mirrors. 3D printed mirrors from PETG plastic. Here is a small crack here. Probably happens when I flipped it over. But overall it's fine. I removed this small front windshield. It was useless. If you sometimes ride without the top lid, when you need it. But with this weather I never ride without the top. So it's pointless to have it. The indicators on the mirrors works very well. Very useful. The new lights are acceptable. You see how it's flexible. Good thing it's flexible. It survives this kind of rough handling. One lens from those AliExpress indicators is lost, but it's fine. Everything still works. No complaint. Another thing I did, removable seat. Like this. There are slots in the front. You just pull up and it comes out very easily. Very convenient. This holds with Velcro here. Inside is very dirty. Because I eat here. No great, of course, but also the white interior shows dirt very clearly. So in the future better to not use white. Dark color it's much better. This thing came off once. The battery is mounted like this because once I flipped the Velomobile like this and it fell off. I had puncture 15 minutes before an appointment, no chance to make it. And when I flip it, all this stuff got ripped out with wires. So yeah, that was a big incident. The Velomobile stays like this, on its side, resting on the ground. The position is actually convenient for accessing the motor through the bottom hatch and also to the wheels to repair punctures. This Velomobile has a motor because for now it's not good enough to ride without one. There are many problems here too. This part broke off once, everything got loose, and I had to tie it with some strap I found in the trunk just to get home. I also made metal protection for the chain rings, but everything was done kind of roughly, because the Velomobile is in constant use. I didn't have a chance to park it and do things properly. No problem at all. There's a rubber inside here, almost invisible, but because of dirt. It's just a bent aluminium stripe with an M6 rod through it. Works really well. I hit curbs hard several times. Everything survived. As you can see, there is a lot of dirt here. 3D printed protection works great. This metal plate prevents the strut from punching into the body. That actually happens once. Here is my first broke down that forced me to back home. Couldn't reach work. The wheels dropped very low because the strut punched through the wheel well after hitting the hole. Actually, wheel lies inside the wheel well and touching it. So we have a hole because of heat. Here is how it sounds. So I had to improvise. Need to put something under it to get home. But wait, I knew that this can happen. That's why I put aluminium piece here. Where it is? But it didn't make it. Here it is. It's broken in half. But I found the plastic core on the road. Lucky. Put it in and kept going. Still riding. Better to ride badly than walk well. And here is how I made it. That was actually a cap from gas cylinder. I made a hole with the screwdriver and put the strut through it. That's how I get to home. Yeah, here is a hole. Of course, it was repaired after. Another missing lens here, but still works. What fails is the bearing. This one is still okay. This side is fine. Ничего страшного. Mud guards help reduce dirt, but not completely. On the side where it broke off, much dirtier. You can see, you can even see through fiberglass how water flows when light shines through. The outer side is much cleaner, so the mud guards are necessary. Tires. Those have done over 15,000 kilometers. That's a lot. They need replacement. One side is essentially bad. Even has a hole. Those are Continental Contact. Very good tires. I am happy with them. The bearing here is very loose. needs replacement. Rear wheel. Once the tire ripped, I still keep it as a museum piece. Actually, it was very good tire, but this happened. I heard the bunk tube exploded. Don't know yet what caused it.
Происшествие. Ага.
Now I will have long walk to the work, then there I will find out something. I decided to ride anyway. It's nothing to lose. Inner tube gone anyway, tire gone anyway, so nothing to lose, I can go. It was hard to steer, especially rear was wiggling. Luckily, there was a bike with 26-inch wheel at work. I took the tire and took during the lunch, installed it, finished the work day. And rode home. Later I replaced it with Schwalbe Marathon. More reliable, true, slightly higher rolling resistance. Front and top lights are always on when powered. This is for reliability. Switches had problems because of water. Small amount of water still gets in. Very annoying when lights suddenly go off when you're trying to switch them. So now low beam is always on. High beam is much brighter, but blinds drivers, so it needs to be switched off sometimes. Hey, can you help me turn it off? Come on, click. Oh, it worked. Good girl. Rain, yes. The chain is very stretched after 28,000 kilometers. Yeah, time to replace it, I think. Actually, 28.5 thousand kilometers total in daily use. Bearing here also needs replacements. Front ones maybe too, but it's not that bad. When powered, the indicator relay keeps clicking even when indicators are off. When turned on, works normal. This happens because of electricity leakage, when everything gets wet. I tried to insulate it, but didn't fully fix it. Rear suspension. No major problems, but it's heavy and not optimal and overall. It's made from bicycle fork leg, which reinforced spring on top. Rear cassette, mega range, 14 to 32 Ts. Yeah, 32. 34. I carry a spare tire here. Good cargo space. I use it daily, every day.
Что я постоянно использую в повседневных поездках.
Seat mounts like this. That's my main position. I also made this toolbox.
Для инструментов. Тоже не идеально работает.
Not perfect, but fits nicely in the tail space.
Которая ничем другим не занять.
Which a Velodreamer logo.
Скажем так, здесь есть всякое барахло.
Some stuff inside. Usually a pump too, but I took it out. Here I already removed the nut. Right side is mostly fine. This rubber piece broke. Need a proper seal. Water gets in when riding through puddles. This is steel. Those joints are completely worn out. To stop rattling, I added rubber washer and squeezed them by normal washers. To protect them from destroying themselves further. Lots of dirt accumulates here. Here is 3D printed part. Protection. Spring inside. I'll open it later. Brake cable need protection too. Axle looks fine. Brake drums are old, used ones. The brake drums themselves are very old. I got them used. I did replace brake pads, but they also was used, but little better. It's very hard to find right size new ones. The issue is the axle seat. That's why there is play. The bearings are good here. Those struts are very old. The first one I ever made. Delivered from Ukraine. This hole should be closed too. It has some rubber now, but it needs to be replaced. Let's imagine what happens when we hit a puddle. Hey, step back, little child. When you hit a puddle, a huge amount of water sprays from under the wheel. Not only sideways, but forward, and goes straight into this hatch. Even though rain falls from above, water actually gets in from below, from the wheels, because of spray, because of water droplets. Whole bottom gets covered in dirt because of that. Let's put the wheel back. We'll not tighten it yet. Let's check the other side. Hey! Oh, and I broke everything. Mirror is dead. Well, now we can see the misalignment of chain ring. Needs fixing too. Nice view of the bottom. Oh no, yeah, mirror is gone. Needs a new one now. Or maybe I can fix it. Don't do this. Use both hands when flipping the Velomobile. Now it's easy to see the view well here.
Саму нишу в таком положении. Эти штуки, которые должны защищать от брызг.
Both tires are bald.
Одна, так и вторая. Чтобы зеркало не ломалось,
To prevent mirror damage, it should have a hinge to fold like this.
Вверх.
Also, PG plastic becomes brittle
Ну и, конечно,
with water and UV light.
из-за контакта с водой становится очень хрупким. И из-за ультрафиолета тоже.
It used to be more red. Left side is closer to the hard shoulder. Much dirtier. Left side is closer to hard shoulder. Much dirtier. Only a light strip remains clean. That's where spray hits. I also see aluminium dust here. All this dirt adds weight and reduces performance.
Имеет вес, который ухудшает характеристики веломобиля.
Oh, this is it for today. See you next time.